It takes just one visit to a Buffalo business to launch gamers into a multi-billion-dollar industry. Buffalo Game Space gives video game fans a chance to live out their dream career of designing games. And this morning we've got proof. Joshua Robinson's here to show us how it works. I wouldn't even begin to know how to get involved in this industry.
I mean, if there's enough visuals around to prove it right now, it's worth taking that first step, really, because Buffalo Game Space opened up as a nonprofit 4 years ago as a place for people with an interest in video game design to get together, and sometimes joining up with other like-minded people is all you really need to find that perfect motivation. When I first met TJ Cortez, he didn't strike me as someone to tout his achievements as a video game designer.
Local visionary.
Local visionary.
No.
Okay, maybe just that one time, but before his first visit to Buffalo Game Space, the comic book artist says he was anything but confident.
To be honest, I had this new job that kind of creatively bankrupted me in a way.
Cortez still had his comic book, Berserker, with plenty of fans online, but he always went back to the games he wished he'd finished.
I had a bunch of these little tiny projects, and I just kind of put them on the shelf for a while.
Then he joined his first global game jam in 2016. He had 48 hours to help make a game from scratch, so he helped make two.
Do portfolio pieces. They can actually walk away with it and say, hey, I made this thing, and they can show it to their friends, they could show it to their family, they could show it to their coworkers or potential employers.
So jump to today. Cortez is happily scrolling through one of the games he had on the shelf. Now it's done, and he is beaming with pride.
I'll just be adding a whole bunch of stuff, and my wife will be like, you added enough hats for now.
In about 2 years, he's become a leader in the local community. Last October, he helped out at the Queen City High School Game Jam, teaching students who might not have the same opportunities as him.
This wasn't about me. This was about them, so I was trying to just kind of steer them instead of say let's do this, you do this thing, you do that thing.
The thing about making games is it takes lots of people from different skill sets to actually complete the project. So when you get people here that are very excited about creating art or creating code or creating music, they're going to start throwing ideas around.
Now it's about bringing local gaming to the next level and bringing characters to life, so long as Cortez doesn't take himself too seriously.
I have a standing offer with anybody that if they need some kind of voice sound effects, just let me know, and I give them a couple samples, and then they kind of we're good.
So if you or someone you know is passionate about doing something like this, obviously this is the proof, and all you need is to take that first step. Buffalo Game Space meets tonight, 7:00 p.m. at the Tri-Main Center, Suite 454. You can sample all these games that we're looking at around here, plus more. And if that isn't enough, last year, guess what? The video game industry brought in $108 billion in revenue. That's more than every other media platform combined.
Wow. So there is a place for everybody in that industry. They just need to know how to get their foot in the door. And this is a great start for creative, artistic, and techie people.
It's right here in Buffalo.
Awesome. Joshua, thanks for introducing us to it.